Every night when the city fell asleep, I drove back home along that lonely road. And every time, inside the pale white fog, a girl stood waiting by the roadside. She wore a long white dress, barefoot and alone. A veil was hiding her pale face. She never asked me to stop the car. She only watched me disappear into the night. At first I thought I must be dreaming, but night after night she was still there. And the longer I kept seeing her, the stronger I felt myself drawn to her. One night I stepped out of my car, and for the first time she came to me. She raised her eyes and whispered,
"You are late again."
I didn't understand what she meant. She smiled through her tears and disappeared into the mist. Who are you? Why do you wait for me every night? And why does it feel like I've held your hand before? Right in the mist. Why are you waiting for me in your white dress by the roadside, calling out to me endlessly? Right in the mist. I don't even know your name, so why does my heart start breaking every time I see your face? You look at me like I once made you a promise that I'd come back for you someday, but I've never seen you before. Started searching for the answers, asking old men in the village, until one night I heard a story that nobody there wanted to tell. Many years ago, along that road, there lived a girl named Alina. She was supposed to marry a man, but her fiancé never came. She waited for him until the night was gone, standing by the road in her wedding dress. Cold rain kept falling until the whole road disappeared in fog. By morning, they found her dead. She had waited for him until the very end. They said that with her final breath, she kept repeating,
"He promised he'd come back."
I stared at an old photograph an old man placed into my hands, and the blood froze in my veins.
There she was.
The same girl, the same smile, the same white dress.
And standing beside her
was a man I recognized instantly. It was my face. I couldn't remember that life, but I remembered her eyes. I remembered the old road. I remembered her hands. I remembered the promise I'd made so long ago. I remembered her final night, and I remembered why I never came back. Right in the mist, now I finally know who you are. You waited for me all your life while I broke your heart from afar. Right in the mist, how many watched that empty road, waiting for me to come. But now I'm here, my love, and I'll never leave you again. That night I drove back once again to the place where she had waited. The fog was so thick, the whole world disappeared around me. And suddenly, I saw her. She stood in the middle of the road, wearing that same white dress. But this time, I wasn't afraid. I walked toward her and took her hand. It was ice cold.
You came back.
I couldn't say a word. She slowly lifted her veil and looked straight into my eyes. And then I understood. She wasn't waiting for a ghost. She was waiting for me. I whispered,
I'm sorry.
I was never angry with you. And after those words,